Hello John, today in this video we are going to be talking about CSS selectors, and I'm going to show you what are CSS selectors and how you are going to be using them. So we need to create a new folder and give it CSS selectors as usual. So because it's a new topic, I definitely want to do that. And then after creating my new folder, I definitely want to open up this folder inside my code editor. In my own scenario, I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code, and then I will open with code. Perfect. My code, my Visual Studio Code is open already, so I definitely want to close this tab. I don't need it, and want to create a new file which I'm going to be giving index.html because it's my HTML file I'm going to be creating first. So I definitely want to create a new file which is going to be my styles.css, where I'm going to be definitely putting my CSS files, CSS codes. So inside the HTML file, I definitely want to bring out the HTML document structure and then change the title. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to change it to selectors, so to make sure I'm doing the right thing. So selectors in CSS, and I want to have a paragraph tag here, and then with a little bit of text content. So let me say this is my first class. So it definitely not your first class, but let's have it like that. And then below it we have an heading 1 which says let's learn CSS. Then I would definitely want to have another paragraph tag which is with code alumni, and definitely you definitely want to learn some CSS with code alumni, and it's very nice having you here. So now let me definitely link my CSS to my HTML. I've already created the file, so it's only need linking, and then I can give it style.css from my previous video. If you haven't watched it, you understand what I'm doing. So now inside my CSS, I definitely want to open up this HTML file inside the browser, so to see what we have been doing for now. And then you can see we have this, and let me make it more bigger so you are going to be able to see it perfectly. And then I will go back to my CSS and give it a style. So I definitely want to select P. So now selecting H1 back, this H1 now is a selector. Then we have a curly braces, and also we have the we have what we call properties and value. The H1 is a selector. Then we have these curly braces that round them up, and then we have properties and value together. So that's perfect. Then I definitely want to check out what's happening inside my browser, refresh, and I can see that we have this let's learn CSS, which is in green color because I've changed the H1 of my code to be equals to be green. So now the next thing I'm going to do is this paragraph tag. You see we have two paragraph tags, the one with the first text, and then the second one with code alumni. So I want to change the color to be equals to red, and let's see what's happened inside the browser now after changing the color of the p tag. Remember we have two different p tag, so all of them will change together. So now the issue is, what if I don't want both of them to change together? How will I do that? And that's when we have the use of the class and the ID you have talked about in previous HTML courses. In HTML, definitely you have learned about div and ID, and maybe classes and ID. So you definitely want to know their use. So here we are going to be giving them different classes. That's exactly why they are being given different classes, because you definitely want to style different elements with different code. So you don't want to select just one selector and give them the same styling. So my first paragraph tag, my first p tag will have a class of my class, and then my second p tag will have the class of not my class, just for any, but you can give it any name. Make sure you are giving it something more reasonable than mine. So my class, now I copy it because I don't want to do any mistake while styling it. I copy, and then I remove this p tag, then paste. But remember, it is a class, so we need to put dots, then dot with the name of the class, which is my class. So I refresh. So this first paragraph tag will have my styling of color to be equals to red now, and then I definitely want to copy the second class, which is not my class, and then go to my CSS, and then paste it with dots because it's a class, and then I can just give it another color entirely. That's why we give it different classes, so we can be able to separate different elements from different one. So you definitely see now we have two different color. The first one with red color, and then the second one with something aqua something, it doesn't matter. So I just give it any color. You can also give it any color you want.